One local author's dreams have finally come true as her first ever young adult novel hits the shelves of local bookstores. For this week's In Focus, I talked with Julia Lee for her book signing to find out what her novel 7 Stones is all about. It's a book about blending two cultures and finding your identity.
When I first moved up to the Northwoods area, I knew nothing about Ojibwe culture, and I just had an idea to write a book about Scottish culture and mythology, because that's my heritage. And when we moved up here, I learned more about the Ojibwe culture, and the more I did research, the more I realized how many parallels there were between Scottish and Celtic and the Ojibwe native culture. And I thought that was really beautiful. And I thought someone really should write a book about this so more people know it. And I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to write this book.
And after 1 year of writing and about 2.5 years of editing, what started off as just an idea is now a published book sold in local bookstores around the Bemidji and Brainerd areas.
I've been hearing about this book and I'm really interested to see what it's going to be like. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty exciting book.
Seeing how the two different sort of cultures combine, has everything with, Ojibwe culture and also, Scotland itself. It's not really something I'm, familiar with, or at least not that sort of interaction. So I thought, yeah, that'd be something interesting to read about.
But wanting to become an author is not something new for Julia Lee. She's been reading and writing stories since she was a young girl.
My father's a big storyteller, and he would send us to bed every night with a story he would just make up, and I loved that. And I wanted to create the same kind of stories. And as I grew up, I wanted to go to Hogwarts and be a Jedi Knight and other sort of dreams. Those never really panned out. So author was one constant in my life.
The title of the book is 7 Stones. And while it was not what Lee originally wanted the book to be called, the name conveys a deeper meaning.
I looked at what was really important, and one thing that stuck out was the stone circle. And the stone circle, of course, is made of a ring of 7 stones in my novel. And 7 is a very important number in literature. It's a very magical number. And I thought that would convey the mysticism of the book, the magic in the book, and create a sense of mystery.
And Julia Lee hopes that people not only enjoy reading her book, but also take away an important message.
What I really want people to get away from, or to get from it, is that culture doesn't have to separate us. Culture can bring us together and highlight how similar we are as human beings and how beautiful that is.
Julia Lee's book 7 Stones can be found at Kat's Book Nook in Bemidji, as well as several other local bookstores in the Bemidji and Brainerd areas. Julia Lee also confirmed that there will indeed be a sequel to the novel. For more information, visit julialeebooks.com.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.